Hello everyone, I'm Max, and today I'm here to maximize your fear. Brand new Bigfoot footage that's shocking the world. Today we take a look at new Bigfoot footage and sightings coming from Alabama, Michigan, and many other places with very convincing evidence. From HD Sasquatch trail camera videos to Bigfoot hunting clips and so much more. So grab your I Found Bigfoot coffee mugs and allow your fear to be maximized as we recap the best Bigfoot clips of all time. The following video is one of the craziest Bigfoot videos you'll ever see. Just highlighted recently, the video hasn't been seen by many people. The story goes like this. A young boy ventures out into the woods all alone, with nothing but a camera and a flashlight. He had always wanted to see what the woods looked like at night, despite his parents telling him not to. This night, he would find out exactly why his parents tried to keep him out of this forest in particular. As he ventures on, he starts to hear some rustling, like something huge pretty close to him. Then it charges.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
Seen is an absolutely huge bipedal creature. It looks to be covered in dark hair. Slowing the footage down, we can see it looks like a mix between a human and a large ape or something. As it lunges right for him, this is when the footage cuts off. Out of sheer fear, he turned the camera off, trying to get away, causing the abrupt stop. However, it wasn't stated what happened to the boy after this video was taken. It's assumed he's alive and well though, because he was able to release his footage to the world. Which means his camera made it out at least. Maybe the boy doesn't want to speak out, fearing it could complicate his life. And not only that, but also bring up memories he doesn't want to remember. The night he was nearly killed by an unknown creature in the woods. As you may have guessed, of course, most viewers are calling this a Bigfoot. But what do you guys think? Definitely one of the scariest Bigfoot encounters ever. Here is the infamous Ray Wallace footage. Now this footage comes from long ago, but I'm sure many of you haven't seen it, so I figured I'd bring it to your attention. Also, I've seen this clip gaining some traction over the last couple years, so here it is. Seen is a bipedal ape-like creature wandering around in a field. It seems completely unaware of the filmer's presence. It's dark in color and has a wide build, similar to other Sasquatch sightings. However, we can't exactly estimate its height because it's hunched over the whole time. And the video is kind of blurry. But the reason the footage is so compelling is because of who Ray Wallace was. Ray Wallace was a construction worker and road builder who became widely associated with Bigfoot. He was working on a logging project near Bluff Creek, California in 1958, when his crew discovered massive human-like footprints. These footprints were reported in newspapers and helped launch Bigfoot into mainstream culture. The Humboldt Times newspaper published the discovery of the footprints, sparking nationwide interest in Bigfoot. And almost 10 years later was when the most famous Bigfoot sighting ever happened, in this very spot. The Gimlin-Patterson film of Bluff Creek. However, the late Ray Wallace is kind of a controversial figure in the Bigfoot world. A lot of people accused him of faking the footprints, even his own family. But many people still believe him and his stories, along with his very crazy evidence. On April 15th, 2009 at approximately 2:39 p.m. in Ontario, Canada, a woman named Jean Habert had an encounter that she would never forget. As she pulled open her blinds, her eyes locked onto a massive shadowy figure, standing roughly 50 yards away. Shocked, she called for her husband, who rushed to her side with camera in hand. The couple observed the enormous creature, which, despite clearly noticing them, remained indifferent to their presence. Taking advantage of this rare opportunity, Mr. Habert snapped 2 photographs before the entity mysteriously disappeared into the wilderness. To their astonishment, the creature re-emerged 15 minutes later, allowing them to capture one final image before it vanished completely. They estimated its towering height to be around 10 feet. While they never encountered the creature again, strange occurrences followed in the coming weeks. The couple reported that the screens on their windows had been inexplicably ripped off, yet no culprit was ever identified. Unnerved by these unsettling events, they decided to sell their cabin in 2010, feeling it was no longer a safe place to call home. As for the photographs themselves, they remain some of the more compelling images of Bigfoot. The figure appears massive, with hallmark Bigfoot traits such as a thick, muscular build, upright posture, and a body covered in dense hair. The face, partially visible, seems to bear primate-like features. Interestingly, several people who know the Haberts personally say they would never fake something like this. This lends credibility to their claim, but the mystery remains. Were these photographs genuine evidence of a Sasquatch, or is there another explanation? Let me know. This brand new video was just posted on January 10th, 2025. It comes from Utah. Take a look as a woman films some strange prints she just found.
Look at these tracks. That is crazy. It looks like Bigfoot tracks. Look at that. He's been hunting forever. He's never seen tracks like that, he said. That looks like a foot. He says it looks like big. Where does it go? Where is he coming from? I'm getting back in the truck.
She says they've never seen prints like this before, despite hunting and being out in the woods their whole lives. You can tell the woman is deeply intrigued by the prints and wants to find out more. The sheer size of the footprints is enough to tell us these aren't human. They're extremely wide, and you can even see defined toe marks on most of them. One thing skeptics point out, though, is how close together the prints are. Oftentimes, alleged Bigfoot tracks are way more spread out, with much longer strides. But these ones here are very close together for some reason. Could it be that the bipedal creature was just walking slowly and grazing around in this area? Perhaps looking for food or something? Another theory skeptics have is that this was simply someone walking around in snowshoes. Shoes that are made for walking around in the snow that are oftentimes rather large. But why would they be on their property? Was someone trespassing, or was Bigfoot trespassing? It looks like we'll never know for sure, and our questions will remain unanswered. Now today we've looked at Bigfoot videos, photos, and footprints, so what else are we missing? How about some audio evidence? A man walks outside late one night. He has a remote forested property in Alabama, away from all civilization, so he's startled as he listens to these strange, otherworldly screams bellowing through the forest. They almost sound like unintelligible human screams, but something seems off. And no one would be out in these woods, especially this late at night. The screams are high-pitched and then low-pitched at times. The vocal range tells us there's no way it's a human. So could it somehow be some kind of animal? If so, what kind of animal could produce such a sound? Not surprisingly, because of the eerie nature that surrounds the clip, people began diving into the supernatural realm for answers. Particularly cryptids. Because of Alabama's rich Bigfoot history, this is the theory that most agreed with. Bigfoot sightings in Alabama have a long, fascinating history, with reports stretching back for generations. The state's dense forests, swamps, and remote wilderness areas provide an ideal setting for alleged Sasquatch encounters. And many locals believe that something mysterious is lurking in the woods. In the mid-20th century, stories of a wild man or booger, a term often used in the South to describe mysterious or frightening creatures, began to surface more frequently. Rural communities in central and northern Alabama, especially around the Talladega National Forest and Bankhead National Forest, became hotspots for alleged sightings. During the 1970s and 1980s, reports of a large, hairy creature appearing near homes, campsites, and hunting cabins gained attention. Witnesses described a tall, broad-shouldered figure with glowing eyes and a terrible odor. Some even claimed to have heard eerie howls at night, sounds that didn't match known animals in the region. Sounds kind of familiar, right? Unknown howls and screams bellowing throughout the night. Whatever it is, it's clear something strange is going on in the region of Alabama, and more proof is surfacing. Now the following photo is weird. People have been sending me this one, and to me it just seems like a person in a costume, but a lot of people want me to do a segment on it, so here you go. Even though the photo is super clear and super close up, it's unknown who took it and where exactly they took it. But it looks like this one was captured indoors or something, which wouldn't make sense why a creature that wants to remain hidden would be indoors. And it appears to be holding a baby Sasquatch in its hands. Is this its child? And is it injured or deceased? Even though the creature does look rather realistic, it is highly speculated this is just someone in a costume. As I previously stated. But just for fun, let's go ahead and analyze it. It seems super tall and has a muscular build. And we can see all of its facial features. From its eyes, nose, and human-like mouth and teeth. It really does look like a human mixed with a primate. And we can see its hair thins out around its chest area and facial area, another typical trait found in Sasquatches. And the baby looks pretty similar to just a smaller and younger version of the one holding it. Even though this one is controversial, it's still a pretty good conversation piece. The following capture comes from Reddit. The uploader, not the 100, uploaded this just the other day. However, the actual encounter happened all the way back in 2018. Why he's just now deciding to share it is unknown. But anyways, he states, "Back in 2018, I had an encounter with a Bigfoot or Yeti. I was going to college at Grand Valley State University in Michigan. The college was surrounded by dense forest that went on for miles. He states that he and his friends would hang out and hike in those woods every single day. But this day would be different. This February day, they were hiking down these deep valleys when he, quote, stopped dead in his tracks when he was looking at the ground. He noticed huge human-like footprints embedded in the icy terrain. He states that you could tell it was something with a bipedal gait because there were no paw prints, just footprints. This would indicate against a bear or pretty much anything else that lives in Michigan, actually. The only thing it could really be is a human print. But how is it this big, and why would someone be out walking barefoot in the snowy winter weather miles back into the forest? And whatever it was, it must have been super heavy to apply enough pressure to sink a footprint in that deep and defined in the ice. The Reddit user claims they had hiked many miles back into the forest this day, and they were so far away from campus that they were literally in another county. He states, "We followed the footprints as far as we could, but eventually we lost them. This frightened my friends and me, especially since we had previously felt like something was watching us in those woods. One of my friends even spotted something swinging from treetop to treetop, and obviously no monkeys live in Michigan." After the encounter, puzzled and frightened, they searched things online, and they actually found numerous reports of Bigfoot sightings in the county they were in. Definitely a very strange encounter. Did these unsuspecting college kids really find Bigfoot evidence this day? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Now this one here was posted on July 18th, 2023. A group of outdoorsmen called Buva Crew from Pennsylvania have multiple trail cams posted throughout the woods nearby, and they go hunting a lot in this area, so that's why they have them. They catch all kinds of wildlife on them, mostly deer. But this time they would capture something much different. They looked back at the trail cam photos and this is what they saw. What the heck is that creature? They have no idea what it is. As they caption the video, "Experts, please help." The top theory about this one is that it's a juvenile Bigfoot. Considering its smaller size, it's not big enough to be an adult Sasquatch, so could this really be a young Bigfoot? Considering they live somewhere in Pennsylvania, there are no monkeys or gorillas or any types of animals like that live in the area. And it's completely covered in fur and very skinny, so it doesn't look like it could be a person. And as we take a closer look, we can really see what this being looks like. A very strange and eerie trail cam capture for sure. The following video was captured on December 13th, 2024. A Ring camera in New Jersey captured something unexplainable. This Ring camera is angled upwards, facing towards the sky. They probably had it angled like this because of all the recent drone and UAP activity, and they wanted to see if they could capture anything on it, and they did, and the footage is some of the craziest yet.
I've never seen nothing like that. Not in my lifetime. I've never seen nothing like that. Not in my lifetime.
A blue and pinkish light craft is seen hovering in the sky. As it floats closer and closer, a trail of light beams off behind it, and lights begin to flash brightly below the craft. Then one big light flashes and lights up the entire sky. Then the craft is revealed again. It's saucer-shaped and it seems to be spinning and rotating. This could seriously be some of the clearest UFO footage ever. However, skeptics aren't satisfied and are saying that this is simply edited or AI. But it does look pretty real. The way it flashes and moves, it really looks like it's up there in the sky in real time. Even though this isn't a Bigfoot video, I figured I'd show you all. If you enjoy Bigfoot videos and unknown creature sightings, how about some unidentified flying object sightings as well? And as you know, currently New Jersey is experiencing all kinds of strange activity in their skies. From drones to UAPs to strange orbs. So let me know if you guys want more footage like this. Hell, maybe I'll even take a trip to New Jersey myself to see. Let me know if you'd like to see that. Alright, I think it's going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did enjoy, go ahead and smash the like button's mom. Let's aim for 5,000 likes for another one of these Bigfoot videos. And if you want to get to know me more, you want to see more of my spooky content, you can go ahead and follow me on Instagram, MaxwellFear, or you can go ahead and follow me on TikTok, MaximumFearYT. And be sure to subscribe to the channel because only 14% of you guys who watch my videos are subscribed. And be sure to hit that bell as well so you don't miss when I upload. And also feel free to check out my special Maximum Fear merchandise and coffee mugs. They're in the description down below. And shout out to my second channel, More Maximum Fear, where I post other scary content that you guys would definitely love. Alright, I hope your fear was maximized. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.